In a strongly worded press statement by the Synagogue Church of All Nations concerning the three-part documentary released by the BBC on Monday, the Scoan has denied the allegations and described them as unfounded, noting that the people interviewed the documentary were unknown to the Synagogue Church. The statement, released and signed by the Public Affairs Director of the Church, Dari Adejumo, said the documentary could not rubbish the indelible prints of Prophet TB Joshua's legacies and took a swipe at the BBC. Only BBC can best explain why it woefully deviated from true journalism and chose to be dishing junks and feeding the public with stones called bread by its offensive and disenchanted reports of disgruntled elements. This, to say the least, is insulting to our professional and public intelligence. One thing is very obvious: hundreds of BBC charades cannot rubbish the indelible footprints of TB Joshua's legacies on earth again. The statement further says the documentary is illogical, irritating, and satanically dubious and must be condemned by all. There are thousands of real human beings who had received dumbfounding miracles and tremendously benefited from the anointing and grace the Lord endued with his servants while on earth. That could not be disputed. They are lining up and responding angrily to this imperialist broadcasting station. Myriads of broken homes reconciled by TB Joshua are also crying foul of BBC's broadcasts of iniquity. But do you think any wife at all could be seeing and watching all these nonsensical and annoying scenarios you painted for decades and still kept silent? This is illogical, irritating, incomprehensible, unfathomable, satanically dubious, and malicious, the statement said. Scoan further says that people whose destinies were restored are offended gravely by the BBC's documentary. Uncountable hopeless children drawn from different parts of the world, some brought by their parents, while some were picked from drug joints or brothels who have gotten their destinies restored, are also pissed off by the offensive reports. The London-based BBC released a three-part documentary on Monday with allegations of misconduct and atrocities by the late founder of the Scoan prophet TB Joshua against the disciples of his ministry.